Good afternoon and welcome, or good evening and welcome to the Highlander Activity Center. We've got girls C Squad basketball tonight as the Valley City Highlanders get ready to take on the Broncos of Lisbon High School. And a pleasant good evening. Welcome to the Hack. Paul McDonald alongside Jaden Johnson, our technical director tonight here for this C Squad game between the Broncos and the Highlanders. Starting lineup here for Valley City. They will have Dakota Potritz out there along with Hadley Thorson and Kinley Suffolkul. Annie Winch and Amaya Webb will be the starting five for Valley City. And for Lisbon, Riot Wertman, Mara Kempel, Emerson Schwab, Bria Sweet, and Brooklyn Bergerman, the starting five for the Broncos. The Highlanders, the Broncos get the opening tip, and we are underway. C Squad basketball tonight. Lisbon, outside of Brooklyn Bergerman and Bria Sweet, are eighth graders. They're two freshmen. Highlanders, of course, this is almost a JV game, too, as well. There's a jumper from the baseline. Good. Riot Wertman with the first bucket of the game. And Lisbon takes a 2-0 lead. 16-minute halves, 15 and a half to go in this one. There's Webb on the far wing for the Highlanders. Off the elbow, Thorson. Dribble drive, left to the lane. Kicks it back to Suffolkul. Kinley in the lane, and a foul going to be called. That'll be against Kinley. They're going to call her on the offensive foul. So she'll pick up her first. And the first team foul. Bria Sweet will bring the ball across the timeline. Ball knocked away from behind, and she goes and retrieves and picks up in the backcourt. Potretz with the steal. Here comes Dakota with the left hand. Off the glass, can't get it to fall, but Sweet is going to be called for the personal foul. That'll be her first. And the first team foul. That will send Dakota Potretz to the free throw line, and she will shoot two. The lefty sends the first one up and got her to go. First point for the Highlanders, 2-1. Preston Myers, the head coach for the C Squatters for Valley City. Free throw on the way. Good. Got it to roll around and drop it through. We are tied at 2. 15 minutes to go here in the opening half. Lisbon, there's a tip, steal by Thorson. Up ahead to Webb. She's got Potratz with her. Gets it over to Dakota. Layup good. Foul, count it. And she'll go to the line for the N1. That started with Hadley Thorson's steal. Got the pass up ahead to Amaya Webb. And then the layup for 2. And now the three-point play coming up here. And misfires, but Webb grabs the rebound. Suffolkul from 19 knocks it down. Kinley Suffolkul with the baseline jumper. Well, actually more from the wing. And it's a 6-2 advantage for Valley City. And a little 6-point run here. There's going to be foul on Thorson. That'll be her first. Hadley's first, second team. Inbounds will be on the near sideline. Sweet will bring it in for the Broncos. Brings it into the backcourt. Right, Wertman's the one that picked up that last personal foul for the Broncos. Her first, second team. Up top of the key, Schwab. Just off that right elbow. Goes back up top to Wertman. Right of the lane. Pass, baseline. One dribble, shot short. Foul going to be called. Bergerman had the shot. She's going to have some free throws. So she'll go to the line and shoot 2. And call a reach-in foul. I think Webb might have been called for that reach-in foul. Free throw is good by Bergerman. Stops a 6-0 run. Free throw up by the right-hander. Air ball. That'll go out of bounds. It'll be Highlander ball. 14:29 remaining here in the first half. C Squad girls basketball from the Hack. Valley City and Lisbon. 6-3 advantage to the Highlanders. Suffolkul comes across the logo. Right hand hip high dribble. Nice pass to the cutter. Potretz driving through. Kicks it near wing. Webb. She'll take the 19-footer off the glass. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound is controlled by and then stolen as it was Potretz that came up to the seal. Thorson off to Suffolkul. Originally it was grabbed by Kempel. Now dribble drive in the lane. Suffolkul can't get it to go. Kempel will grab her second rebound. The reach and foul there on Hadley Thorson. Or are they going to call that on Suffolkul? I think they called that on Kinley. Either way, it's number 2. Personal for Kinley. Third team. And the Broncos will bring the ball in. And Ann Winch in for Valley City. There's another steal by Thorson. That's her second. Hadley into the front court. Coming in, actually it's her third on the wing. Up top, Suffolk left alone for three. Takes it, rattles in and out, and can't get it to fall. Winch grabs the rebound and goes back up with the left hand for two. And Winch with the putback for Valley City. The 5'11 freshman with the bucket. Her first two, 8-3 Highliners in the front court. All the way coming down is Wortman. She's got three Highlanders around her. There's a steal by Potratz. And then Dakota has it knocked away from behind by Wortman. Sweet got it back to Wortman, and now Wortman gets it over to Bergerman. She'll come across the logo. 8-3 Valley City leading. 13:20 remaining here in the opening half. Bergerman near corner. Sweet three-pointer air ball. Underneath, grabbed by Suffolk, and then she's immediately fouled by Aubrey Opp, who just checked in, her first. Third team. That'll bring Georgia Zahn in for Valley City. And Riley Nielsen also checking in for the Highliners. 8-3 Valley City, 13:10 remaining. Here in the first half, Nielsen top of the key. Lobs it. Here near side, Potratz, left of the lane. Gets it into Thorson. Thorson, shot, comes up a little short. Grabbed her own rebound, and a foul going to be called underneath against the Broncos. And that one, foul called. Bergerman, her first. Fourth team. Inbounds. Nielsen lobs it in. Nielsen has it up top. Nielsen for the Highliners. Ball knocked away. Picked up by Sweet. And nearly stolen back. Sweet then bobbles it. Goes into the front court. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos. And the Highliners will maintain possession or get possession back. With 12:46 remaining here in this first half. 8-3 Valley City. When these two teams met in Lisbon, Highliners won by quite a bit. Free throw line extended here, right side. Nielsen up top to Zahn. Georgia dribble drive, has the ball stolen from behind by Sweet. Bria Sweet comes into the front court. Ball gets ahead of her, and then her pass stolen right back by Zahn. So Georgia Zahn gets the re-steal. Gets it off to Potratz, and Dakota will bring it up. Across the timeline to the free throw line, running 14-footer. Off the glass and in. Yes, sir, the bank is open on a Thursday night for Dakota Potratz. She's got four. Highliners right now on a 10-1 run, leading 10-3. Here's Sweet, right of the lane. Shot blocked by Thorson, out of bounds and off of Hadley. It will stay with Lisbon. That's going to bring Maddie Anderson into the lineup for Valley City. And Lauren Larson also checking in. Coming in for the Broncos, Carly Mayers. Inbounds, far side to Bergerman. Inside the arc on that left wing. Dribble drive against Potratz. Off the glass, rolls off, can't get it to fall. Rebound here near side. Grabbed there by Opp. Opp near side. Three-pointer by Wortman is misfires. And Potratz clears it off for the Highliners. Leading by 7. Potratz into the front court. 12-7. 5-point advantage here for the Highliners. Free throw, short. That went off of, I think that went off one of the Broncos. It did. Went off the hands of Schwab and out of bounds. So it'll be Valley City basketball. 12-7. Little 4-point mini run here, but the Broncos trailing by 5. 7:20 here in the first half. Suffolk comes across the timeline to the left-hand dribble. Kinley all the way in. Nice pass underneath. Hadley Thorson. Shot up, comes up short. Gets her own rebound back up and in. Count it. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. Now the foul called on the Broncos, Carly Mears. That'll be her first, 6th team. So Hadley at the line for the N1. The right-hander sends it on its way. Swish. 3 points for Thorson. And the Highliners up 15-7 as we approach 7 minutes remaining here in half number 1. Sweet pass here to the near side. Schwab, top of the key. Kemple. Left of the lane. Back on the far side. Three-pointer. High off the rim. Hits the support. And three-pointer by Mears. And hit the rim, then hit the support. So the ball will go back over to the Highliners. Suffolk comes across the timeline. Pass, far side. Driving through. Potratz, left hand. Rolls it in. Dakota Potratz now with 6. 17-7 Highliners. It's their biggest lead with 6:38 remaining in the first half. Off the elbow, Kemple driving through, shot up, rattles halfway in, out, down, and good. Mara Kemple with her first field goal. She's got 3 points. And back into the front court comes Suffolk for the Highliners. Lead is at 8. All the way down. Kinley shot with the right hand. No. Underneath, try to get her own rebound. Also in there is Johnson. Rolls out of bounds. And they're going to call a push on Kinley Suffolk, which would be her 3rd by my count. 8th team foul. Alyssa Wilmus is going to check in for the Highliners as Bria Sweet's going to go to the line. Also coming in, Riot Wertman for Lisbon. And Wilmus, along with Kaylee Nielsen, in for Valley City. So Bria Sweet at the line, shooting 2. 1 and 1. And misfires on the first. Rebound, bounce several sets of hands, and Sweet hustling after on the far side, goes out of bounds. And I think they're calling a foul on the Highliners. I think that one went off of Potratz. Is going to be called for the personal, her first. 9th team. So Sweet will go back to the line and shoot 1 and 1. This time she'll get 2 because she hits the first one. Another one to go. 17-10. 6:12 remaining here in the opening half. Free throw on the way. Back iron, too hard. Rebound. Nielsen Havens for the Highliners, and she'll bring it up. Gailey comes across. Right hand dribble, top of the key. Picked up the dribble here to the near side to Potratz. Down low. Nia's Johnson shot with the left hand. Can't get that to fall. And the rebound. Kemple now brings it up. Off the rebound by Schwab. Kemple into the front court for the Broncos. Far side Sweet. Back up top. Kemple. Pass inside. Nice catch. Shot blocked there by Thorson. And I think a foul there on Hadley. So she's going to pick up her front court. And a travel there by Wilmus. He took a little extra step. Alyssa traveling. And it goes back over to Lisbon. The Broncos trailing by half dozen. Bring the ball into the front court. Right hand dribble. Coming across is Wertman. Near side, Erdman. Back to Wertman. 3-pointer, right corner. Good. Nothing but net there by Riot Wertman. She's got 5. 17-14. 7-0 run here by the Broncos. They cut the lead to 3. 5 minutes to go. First half. Nielsen on the far wing for Valley City. Dribbling in, inside the arc. Ball tip, knocked away. And Wertman picks it up in the far corner. And she'll start up the floor for Valley City. Near side. Schwab underneath. Trying to pass it out. Ball was tipped, but controlled by the Broncos. Passing near side, Wertman on the wing. Back to Schwab off the right elbow. One dribble, Wertman, right wing for 3. Rims out. Right there, Potratz with the rebound. And here comes Valley City. Perfect timing. She grabbed it as her dad was walking in and saw it. Top of the key for Potratz on the right wing. Now she'll go back up to Nielsen. Kaylee to the free throw line. Back to the basket. Now driving in. Goes up right hand. A little bit short. Rebound on the floor. We're going to have a scrum. And possession to Valley City. That'll bring Brooklyn Bergman back in the lineup. And Cam Berg. So Bergman is coming in, and Berg is coming in for the Highlanders. Here's the inbound. Potratz near side. Berg up top. Nielsen. Far side, Potratz. Just off the right elbow. Reach in and a strip and a foul called there on Wertman. Riot Wertman will pick up her second. 7-team foul. And so to the free throw line. Dakota Potratz. 2 for 3 at the line so far this evening. 8 points. Hits the first. She's got 9. Another free throw for the lefty. Back iron too hard, and then that one went off the hands of Schwab and out of bounds. Ooh, Schwab thought maybe went off a Highliner, but nope. It'll be Highlander ball. Inbounds. Nielsen will bring it in for Valley City. Lobbing it up top. Grabbed at the free throw line. Left hand dribble near side. Larson. Shot up by Lauren. No. Rebound. Bounced into the hands of Winch. Then it was knocked out of bounds, and it went off of Ann. It'll stay or go to Lisbon. 18-14. Highliners leading by 4. They've led by as much as 10. Lisbon in the front court. Schwab to Kemple. And then stolen by Cameron Berg. Berg with the steal for Valley City. And she'll bring it up the floor. On the far side of the logo, all the way down, right of the lane. Picks up the dribble, Potratz. And then a travel called. Dakota faked the shot and then took that extra step. That'll bring Carly Mares into the lineup here for Lisbon. 3 minutes, 32 seconds remaining here in half number 1. 18-14. Valley City by 4. There's a kick, one off the foot. And out of bounds, Bergman went off her ankle. So the Highlanders will get the ball. And Hadley Thorson back in for Valley City. Maddie Anderson, Hadley Thorson, Cameron Berg, Kaylee Nielsen, and Dakota Potratz. The 5 on the floor for Valley City. Berg, dribble drive. Wants baseline, cut off there by Bergman. Back onto the wing. Here's Potratz, runner in the lane with the left hand, rolls off. Nope, can't get it to go. Rebound, Maddie Anderson, up and good. Maddie Anderson with the putback for the Highliners. They go back up by 6. 20-14. Here's Wortman for 3. Good! That was spot on by Riot Wortman. She's got 8. And the Highliners lead is at 3. Here's Nielsen, backed away for Valley City, and her middle mid-range jumper good. Kaylee Nielsen with her first bucket. 22-17 Highliners. Pass here in the front court. Wortman thought about the 3. Quickly on her was Thorson. Nicely done by Hadley, and that one knocked away by Hadley and out of bounds. Wortman after a couple of 3s from the same spot. Highlander defense picked it up. It's right Wortman, Bria Sweet, Brooklyn Bergman, Mara Kemple, and Carly Mears, the 5 on the floor right now for the Broncos. There's a scoop shot by Wortman. She's got 10, and she's the first player in double figures on either side. Here's a Cam Berg with a shot. Good. Cameron Berg has now 4 for the Highliners. 24-19. As we approach 2 minutes remaining here in half number 1 of this C-Squad game. There's on the far wing. Stops, pops from 18. No, too hard. Rebound came back to her, though. Ball tipped there by Potratz, but Mares regains control for Lisbon. Pass, that one off the foot of Wortman. She got it back and then traveled as she tried to pass it off. Georgia Zahn will check back in for the Highliners, and Coach Myers wants to talk it over. 1:53 left to go here in half number 1. 24-19, advantage to Valley City. This is C-Squad basketball on the Highland Activity Network. .53 left to go here in half number 1. Valley City and Lisbon. C-Squad basketball. 5-point lead here for the Highlanders. There's Maddie Anderson inside. High off the glass. Can't get it to go. Got her own rebound. Shot no. And picked up there by Wortman for the Broncos. Back the other way. Right. Wortman quickly crossed the timeline. Goes back up top to Kemple. Kemple dribble drive. Shot. Left hand short. Rebound. Potratz has it for the Highlanders. And Dakota will come across. Pass here. Underneath, Maddie Anderson, high out the glass for 2. Nice pass there by Potratz, and Anderson now with 4. 26-19, Highliners back up by 7. In the lane is Wortman, and she is fouled. That'll be team foul enough. We're already in the double bonus for the Highliners. So 2 free throws coming here for Riot Wortman. She's got 10 points, a couple of twos, a couple of threes. And the right-hander bends and sends number one. Good. She's got 11. Back in, Emerson Schwab. And Alexis Reinke back in for the Broncos. Free throw by the right-hander. On its way, nothing but net. Wortman now with 12. The only player in double figures on either side right now. 26-21. 5-point lead for Valley City. Potret's in the front court to Zahn here near side. Georgia gives it up to Berg. Berg on the far side to Potretz. Dribble drive in the lane. Left hand, line drive shot. No. Rebound, Potretz has it. Back up. No, but a foul called, and she's going to get a couple of tosses. Remind me next game to bring binoculars. Potretz is at the line. And the left-hander sends it up. Good. Dakota now 4 for 5 at the line. She now is the first Highlander in double figures with 10. And sends it on its way. Good. She gets them both. She's at 11. Highlanders lead is 7. 28-21. Final minute, first half. In the front court, Bergman here for Lisbon. On the near side, goes to the left hand. Just off the elbow. Ball knocked away. She gets it back. Double team there. Zahn and Berg try to kick it up top. Did. Wortman grabs it over on the far side. Now brings it up. 35 seconds to go. Far side, Bergman. Dribble drive. And a blocking foul there on Georgia Zahn. That'll be number 1 on Georgia. And that will send Brooklyn Bergman to the free throw line, where she has 1 for 4 in her only point. She's got 2 coming. Up and off for the first one. Bergman, freshman. Her and Bria Sweet, 2 freshmen. The rest of the players here for Lisbon are 8th graders. Shot comes up short, grabbed by Berg. Highlanders usually most of their 8th graders. They do have Hadley Thorson in there right now. She's a sophomore for Valley City. Here to the near side. Dribble drive, Potretz. Inside, Thorson. And the shot comes up short. Rebound, Maddie Anderson. Another putback attempt there by Maddie, and she's going to get fouled and get another 2 free throws coming. Inside foul called against Schwab. Her first. 9th team. Maddie's free throw up. Rattles around, comes out. Second free throw here by Anderson. Bends and sends number 2. Swish. She gets 1 out of 2. She's got 5. 14.9 seconds to go. Highlanders up 29-21. In the front court, Wortman to Schwab. Circles around here near side. And Schwab gives it back to Wortman. 3 seconds. Kind of an odd angle. She put a shot up, but got a foul. She's going to get a couple of tosses here with 2.2 seconds to go in the half. That'll be on Cameron Berg. That'll be number 3 on Cameron. So Riot Wortman at the line, shooting 2 more. First one up. Yeah, off. Another free throw on the way. Good. She gets 1 out of 2. 3 for 4 at the line for Wortman. She's got 13. And over half-court shot by Potretz. Ooh, comes up short. And that is the end of the first half. Your score at halftime, it is Valley City 29 and Lisbon 22. We're back with our halftime here from the Hack. This is Highlander C-Squad basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Bob McDonald back with you here at the Highliner Activity Center. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. First for Lisbon, 13 points from Riot Wortman in that first half. A couple of threes and 3 for 4 at the line. 3 points from Mara Kemple with a free throw and a deuce, and a three-pointer from Riley Erdman. A free throw from Emerson Schwab. And Bria Sweet and Brooklyn Bergman each had a free throw in that first half for their total of 22. For Valley City, led by Dakota Potretz, she had 11 in the first half. 5 from Maddie Anderson, 3 points from Hadley Thorson, 2 points from Kaylee Nielsen, 2 points from Kinley Suffolk, and 2 points from Ann Winch for their total of 29 in the first half. Again, a busy few days coming up here for the Highlander Activity Network. So here's what's going to be going on over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, we're going to have triple-header basketball for you as the Valley City Highliner boys junior varsity will take on Grand Forks Red River. That'll be at 4:15. And then at 5:45, the girls against Red River. And at 7:30, the boys against Red River. All three of those games here at the Hack. Then Saturday, a fun day on Saturday. Boys junior high triangular, Wahpeton, Jamestown, and Valley City. So there'll be 3 games for the 7th graders, 3 games for the 8th graders, and we'll have all 6 of those games right here on the Highliner Activity Center. And then the junior varsity boys at 3:30 against Central, and the varsity boys about 5 o'clock against Grand Forks Central. That's what's coming up here tomorrow, so a busy tomorrow and Saturday. So a busy next couple of days here on the Highliner Activity Network. We are at the half here. This C-Squad game, Valley City leading at 29-22. Again, it was bucketed by the Riot Wortman to start of the game in 15:36 that first half for Lisbon, and then the Highliners would reel off then the next 10 points, actually going a 10-1 run to take, and they're making a 12-1 run as they took a 12-3 lead. But then the Broncos were able to come back and cut the lead down to 5 at 12-7. Highliners would go back up by 10. That was their biggest lead of that first half, 17-7. And then the Broncos got it within 4, or at 3 at 17-14. But then the Highlanders opened up things again and now lead it by 7 here at the break as we get ready to start the second half here in this C-Squad matchup between Valley City and Lisbon. Highlanders winning earlier this year when they met the Broncos down in Lisbon. Nelson Anwinch, Hadley Thorson, along with Dakota Potretz, Kinley Suffolk, and Amaya Webb, the 5 on the floor for Valley City. So Inch is a freshman, Thorson a sophomore, Webb a junior, and Potretz and Suffolk are 8th graders if memory serves. And then coming in here for the Broncos, their same starters as Mara Webb, Brooklyn Bergman. Here's Bergman on the near side. Bria Sweet to start, along with Riot Wortman, and there's a pass right through Wortman's hands and out of bounds. And also starting that second half is Emerson Schwab. Schwab, Wortman are 8th graders. Bergman and Sweet are freshmen. There's a shot misfired by Winch. Rebound taken down by Wortman. And Carly Mears, who's in that starter, she too, an 8th grader. Here's Bergman up top for the Broncos, far side Wortman. Wortman dribble drive against Potretz, underneath the basket, try to reverse layup, couldn't get it to go. Potretz tipped it into the hands of Suffolk. Kinley back to the way. Highliners up by 7. Nice pass by Suffolk. Layup, Thorson a little too hard, but a foul called. And that will send Hadley to the line to shoot 2. So 2 free throws coming here for Hadley Thorson. She was 1 for 1 at the free throw line in the first half. First one is on its way. Swish. 4 points for Thorson. Not sure what the whistle was for. Next free throw coming here for Thorson. She's got 4 points. And the free throw by the righties on the way. Bounces off the rim. Long rebound here near side. Kemple clears it off. Gets it off to Wortman. Up ahead, Bergman. Bergman now for the Broncos. Comes across the timeline. Right hand knee-high dribble. On the far wing. Swings it off to Wortman. Wortman in that far corner. Left of the lane. Through the hands of Schwab. Into the hands of Winch. Off the steal to Suffolk. Here comes Kinley into the front court. Crossover dribble. Nice dribble there. Couldn't get the layup to fall. Winch rebound. First one, no. Second attempt up and good. And keep battling there. Grabbed a couple of offensive rebounds. She's got 4. 32-22. Biggest lead equaled by the Highlanders. All the way down. Bergman misfires. And that one tipped out of bounds, and it was off the hands of Kemple. It'll be Highlander ball. They're going to actually give Kemple a foul on that one. That will be Mars' first, second team. 14:40 to go here in the second half. Valley City up 32-22. This is their biggest lead, or equaling their biggest lead. They're up 17-7 in the first half. Here's Potritz up top of the key. Near side, Suffolk. On the wing, dribbling through, goes through a double team. Scoop shot, good. Kinley Suffolk. She's got 4. And his 5-0 run to start things for the Highlanders, making it a 12-point game, 34-22. Here along the near side, that goes off the fingertips and out of bounds off of Bergman. That's going to bring Aubrey Opp in, and Bergman's going to sit down. And Bria Sweet back in. Kemple will sit down for Lisbon. 34-22. Suffolk across the timeline. Looks to the scores table and heard a horn, but keeps playing. Here's Thorson, backs up, shot. Comes up short. There's Winch, another putback. Can't get to go. Thorson, another putback, but are they going to call foul on Hadley? That'll be number 3 on Hadley. First team foul on the Highlanders. Just about 2 minutes gone here in half number 2. 34-22. This 12-point lead, the biggest for Valley City. Here's Wortman in the backcourt. There's a steal by Potritz. Dakota going in. Left-hand layup. Good. Dakota now with 13. 36-22. Highlanders on a 7-0 run to start the half, leading by 14. Coming across timeline. Maya Webb working hard there against Opp on defense. Opp wanted the baseline, cut off by Thorson. Now Wortman dribbling through. Again, cut off on the baseline by Hadley. Back up on the far wing to Opp. Opp around Webb. Stops right of the lane. Picked up the dribble. Tried to hand it off. Does. Got it over to Mayers. Her jumper off the glass. No. Thorson clears off the rebound for Valley City. Hadley outlets it to Suffolk. She'll pass down court through the lane. And I think she was looking for Potritz, who was in the paint. Ball knocked away. Stolen by Webb. Got it back to Suffolk. There's a double dribble. Yep. Kinley called for the double dribble. And used that dribble. And grabbed it and controlled it. And then she stopped and started again. That's illegal. Now here's Opp, comes across the timeline. Potratz picks her pocket, starts up the floor, up ahead to Suffolk. She was too close. She tried a reverse layup and traveled as she tried to get in position for that reverse layup. And the ball goes back over to Lisbon, and the Broncos want to talk it over. 36-22. Valley City leading, 13:02 to go second half. We're back with more Highlander basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Had the ball tipped, and that one went off the Broncos off the inbound. So Valley City basketball with 12:55 to go here in the second half. Highlanders on top, 36-22. Here's Webb. Free throw line, Thorson lobbing it down low. Winch, little jumper off the glass for 2. And Winch now with 6 for Valley City. Nice pass here by Thorson on the high-low. And the Broncos break the press. Opp on the far side. Dribbling in, wants baseline, cut out there by Thorson. Dumps it off the Mares, her jumper, off the heel, rebound Schwab. Misfires there, but right back up and in. I think that was Bria Sweet with the putback. It was. Bria now has 3. That's her first field goal. That's the first points of the second half. That's a travel on the Highlanders. So first points for after a 9-0 start by Valley City. Here comes Maddie Anderson in. And Maddie had a good first half, 5 points. So Lisbon ball, 12-17 to go, second half, 38-24. Advantage to the Highliners. Pass a little too high there for Opp, and went off her fingertips and out of bounds. That'll bring it back over to the Highliners. With 12 minutes, just about 12 minutes to go here in this second half. Suffolk in the front court for Valley City. Potretz has it stolen. Wertman with the steal, and then Potretz takes it right back, and then fouled by Wertman. And Riot just picked up her third team foul. That'll bring Bergman back in, and Wertman will sit down. Parent-teacher conferences are over, so Coach Derek Glant now joins us. Joins the bench. I always hated parent-teacher conferences when I was a student. Never had a good report. Look how I turned out. Jaden, don't do what I did. Here's Webb off the elbow. And we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with the Highliners. Or with the Broncos, pardon me. 11:42 to go here in the second half. 38-24. I was a class clown, so that was always the... McDonald talks too much. Look how that turned out. The other near side, Anderson. Top of the key, Potretz. Inside, Suffolk. Shot blocked, but a foul. Good ball movement there by the Highliners, getting it inside to Kinley Suffolk. And Aubrey Opp will pick up her fourth team foul. So Kinley will go to the free throw line. 4 points. This is her first trip to the free throw line. Free throw on the way. Off the mark. She'll get another one. That'll bring Kemple back in for Lisbon. Bergman, Sweet, Kemple, Schwab, and mentioned Erdman in there. Second free throw, no, but Hanley Thorson rebounds off the Potretz. Gets it inside. Maddie Anderson tried a backdoor pass. Ball knocked away, stolen. Again, Schwab, Bergman, Sweet, Erdman, and Kemple. The five on the floor here for the Broncos. Valley City with Potretz, Anderson, Thorson, Suffolk, and Webb. Dribble drive. There's Kemple. Shot on the baseline, no. A rebound. Matt Anderson grabs another one, and then Erdman took it away from her. Outlet was tipped. Picked up there by Schwab. Her shot on the baseline underneath for two. Emerson Schwab with her first field goal. She has three. A little 4-point mini run here by the Broncos. 38-26. 10:58 remaining, second half. Suffolk in the lane. Bounce pass. Anderson off the glass for two. Another good pass by Suffolk and the easy bucket by Maddie Anderson. She's got 7. All the way down. Sweet flying into the front court. Kicks it off. Bergman jumper from the far corner. Can't get it to go. Kemple with another rebound. There's a steal. Pass cross court. Potretz with the steal. Layup off the glass for 2. Dakota at 15. And the Highliner lead at 16. 42-26. And that equals their biggest lead. There's a turnover on Lisbon. That will bring Reinke back in the lineup. And Wertman back in for Lisbon. Lauren Larson, Kaylee Nielsen, and Cameron Berg come in for Valley City. Top of the key, Suffolk. And was going to get a pick, but not in time. Wertman comes up with a steal. Turns, gets it off, back behind. Keep Reinke. There's Wertman with the 3. Hits the top of the backboard, rolls over. That's going to give it over to Valley City. 10:07 to go here in half number 2. Highliners on top, 42-26. A 13-4 start to this second half for the Highliners to open up this 16-point advantage. Into the front court, Suffolk, right hand hip high dribble, cross to the left hand, dribble drive in the lane, and tried to pass up, did to Anderson, high out the glass for 2. Another nice pass there by Suffolk. She's got about 5 assists unofficially. And Anderson, she's got 9 points. I think she's got a couple, 2-3 baskets from a Suffolk pass. Into the front court comes Kemple now for the Broncos. This is the biggest lead for the Highliners. 44-26. Dribble drive, Wertman, shot, no, foul call. She'll go to the line. I think that's going to be on Kinley. If so, that's number 4 on Kinley. Second team foul. So Riot Wertman at the line for 2. She's 3 for 4 from the line. It's the front end. She's got 14 points. Erdman to the bench. And Carly Mears back in for the Broncos. Right-hander sends it up, and good. 15 points for Wertman, 44-28. Highliners to the lead. Suffolk driving in. Scoop shot high out the glass. Bounces off. And Anderson right there. Can't control the rebound. Went off her fingertips out of bounds. And it will be Lisbon ball. That'll bring Georges on in. Kinley will sit down. 9:23 to go here in the second half. Highlanders up 44-28. Wertman in the backcourt. Working against Nielsen. Pass to the front court. Kemple, dribble drive, shot. Partially blocked, and that's going to be enough foul on Maddie Anderson. That'll be her second, third team foul. A shooting violation will send Mara Kemple to the line to shoot 2 free throws. She's got 3 points, 1 for 2 at the line. Right-hander's free throw up? No. She's got another one coming. The right-hander eyes it up, sends it on its way, short. Rebound into the hands of Cameron Berg for Valley City. The Berg will bring it up the floor, right-hand dribble. Comes across the logo, pass it, a little too high for Zahn and out of bounds. And we've got a timeout, Valley City. 9:05 to go second half, 44-28 advantage Highlanders. This is Highliner Girls Basketball C-Squad on the Highliner Activity Network.
There's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man.
9:05 remaining here in half number 2. Valley City leading Lisbon 44-28. And near travel, and it is a travel. Campbell kind of got caught in between when she picked up the dribble. And then turned around and tried to pass it to behind. And Highliner ball. Zahn here at Lanier's sideline. Brings it into Berg. Inside Anderson. Posting up. Maddie. Over to Larson. Larson shot block. Anderson there for the putback. No. But Maddie will get some free throws. And that foul going to be called on Carly Mears. That is her second. 15. Maddie Anderson 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Now 1 for 3. She's got 9 points. Trying to join Dakota Potretz in double figures for Valley City. And the right-hander's free throw's on the way. Off the mark. Long rebound near side. Grabbed by Wertman. Nice job. Just threw it over her head. And right in the hands of Bria Sweet. Here's Sweet into the front court for the Broncos. On the far side. Up. Back to Sweet. Three-pointer right wing. Back iron too hot. Rebound off several sets of hands. Picked up there, Wertman. She'll dump it off to Opp. Her jumper's good. Aubrey Opp with her first points of the game. 44-30. Zahn in the front court. Gets it up top. Nielsen down low Larson. Lauren turns, faces the basket. Shot no. Matt Anderson, another putback attempt, and 2. Boy, Maddie's been working real hard on the board. She's in double figures now with 11. Wertman going to get trapped in the half court. And needs some help. Near side to Sweet. Sweet nudged there by Cameron Berg. And Cameron just picked up her 4th personal, if I am correct on that number. It is the 4th team foul. That will bring Erdman and Schwab back in. 8:05 remaining. Well, if it is her 4th, they're not worried. She's still on the floor. Up top, Sweet. Watched there by Berg. Pass, tip. Loose ball, and we're going to get jump ball. It'll be Lisbon ball on the alternate possession. 7:56 remaining. Inbounds in the baseline. Erdman try to bring the Sweet. Did. Sweet turns, gives it off to Schwab. Back to Erdman. Erdman in that far corner. Kicks it up top of the key. Sweet. Bounce pass in the lane. Nobody there but white shirts. Back to the way. Zahn off the steal. Gets it off to Nelson, pardon me. Kaylee. Inside Anderson. Shot up. Good. Foul. Counted. She'll go to the line. 8.5, 13 in the game for Maddie Anderson. That foul is going to be on Riot Wortman. That is her 4th. 6th team foul. And Bergman will check back in for Lisbon. Free throw by the right-hander is up and off the glass. But she gets her own rebound. Hustle there and grabs the board. Gets it off to Zahn. Inside pass. Nielsen and Kaylee. And we're going to have a jump ball. And it'll be possession over to the Highliners. On the baseline. Kaylee Nielsen will trigger it in here for the Highliners. Lobs it over the head of Berg, but right there is Zahn. Zahn right-hand dribble near side. Bounce pass, no. Anderson. Anderson shot up, no. And a foul. That one's on Riot Wortman. That'll be number 5 on Wortman. It's not on her. Emerson Schwab 2nd. 7th team. So at the free throw line, Maddie Anderson will shoot 2. First one. Maddie. 1 for 6 at the line. Again, she's got 13 points, 8 here in the second half. Free throw up. And no. Goes up and over the backboard. It'll be Lisbon ball. That'll bring Rylan Johnson into the lineup here for Valley City. Hadley Thorson in for Valley City. And Anderson and Larson will sit down. Backcourt, inbound. Stolen. Nielsen underneath. Reverse layup. Good. Kaylee Nielsen with the steal and the reverse layup. She's got 4. Biggest lead of the game for the Highliners at 20, 50-30. As we approach 7 minutes remaining, there's a steal by Berg, but she had to foul to get it. And that is team foul number 5 on Valley City. It is not the 5th on Cameron. That was her 4th. Wortman across the timeline now for the Broncos. Right in front of her coach. Hounded there by Zahn. Tried to pass along the sideline, and out of bounds it went. Ball goes back over. That's going to bring Wilmus in. Alyssa will check in. And Cameron will sit down. Here come the Highliners back to the way. Going left to right in the front court. Zahn, pocket pick by Wortman. Here goes Ruat. Up feet. We'll go. Layup good. She is fouled. And she'll get a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. And Georgia will pick up her 2nd. Georgia Zahn's 2nd. 16 foul. Wortman with 17 points. She is 5 for 6 at the free throw line. 6 of 7. That barely moves the net. 5.5, 18 in the game for Riot Wortman. 8th grader pass by Zahn, a little too high for Wilmus and out of bounds. And the ball will go back over to Lisbon. 6 minutes, 35 seconds remaining here in half number 2. Valley City up 50-33. Brooklyn Bergman will bring it across the logo. Right-hand dribble for Valley City. For Lisbon. On the far wing, Wortman dribble drive. On the baseline, floater up. No. Rebound. Schwab had it. Johnson took it away. And then tied up there by Bergman. Possession arrow gives it to Lisbon. Well, the Broncos will trigger the inbounds on the baseline. And lobbing it far side. Bergman has it for the Broncos. On the wing. Up. Wortman for 3. Comes up a little long. Rebound, though, back up by Schwab. Can't get that to go. Hadley Thorson grabs the rebound. And they're going to call a reach and foul there on Bergman. Brooklyn Bergman will pick up her 2nd. 8th team foul So we're going to back and shoot some free throws here for the Highliners with Hadley Thorson to the line. Shooting 1 and 1. 2 for 3 at the line, 4 points for Hadley. So the right-hander also has about 3 or 4 steals here this evening. Bends and sends number 1, short off the front of the rim. Rebound, Wortman has it. And the Broncos back to the way, trailing by 17. Here in the front court, Erdman, top of the key, pass near side, Kemple. Kemple, baseline drive. Layup, no. Rebound up, comes up a little bit short there by Opp. Rebound Nielsen, and she's fouled by Aubrey. Aubrey Opp will pick up her 3rd personal. 19 foul. We're going to back the other way and shoot some free throws. With Kaylee Nielsen. Her first trip to the line, she's got 4 points. Bria Sweet back in the lineup here for the Broncos. So Nielsen, the 1 and 1. First one, back iron, too hard. Rebound, Johnson had it, slipped away, picked up by Kemple, outlets it to Sweet. Bria Sweet into the front court for the Broncos, right-hand dribble, far side, Wortman, long 3 from the right wing, off the front of the rim, and a rebound here to the near corner. Schwab has it for the Broncos. Hounded there by Thorson. Onto the wing, Erdman. Down low, stolen by Hadley Thorson. Nice recovery by Hadley and stepped in front of that pass and comes up with a steal. Now back to Nielsen into the front court. Pass in the wing. Wilmus goes down low. Johnson on the baseline. Back to Wilmus. Going to get tied up. Possession to the Highliners. 5:20 to go here in the second half. 50-33. Highliners by 17. He's a 12-1 run in the first half to take the lead for good. Up top, Zahn. Here to the near side, Nielsen. Dribble drive in the lane. Runner with the right hand. No. Rebound Zahn. Can't save it in bounds. It goes out of bounds, and it will go over to Lisbon. The Broncos will have it. Wortman into the front court. Far side, Schwab. Off to Sweet. Sweet, dribble drive. Back to Schwab. Into the near side, Erdman. Hands it to Wortman. 3-pointer, left wing. Rattles in, out, and couldn't get it to fall. Rebound tipped off Johnson here near side Zahn for Valley City. So Georgia bring it across the timeline. Right hand dribble, now to the left hand, back to the right hand. Tried to go down low. That went off the ankle of one of the Broncos. And the loose ball picked up by Sweet. She gets it to Erdman. Erdman across the timeline, near side. Schwab up top, Wortman. Wortman dribbling through. And wanted to go baseline. A foul called on Valley City. That'll be on Hadley Thorson. That is team foul number 7. And for the 1 and 1, Zahn, Johnson, and Wilmus will come out. Winch, Webb, and Suffolk in for Valley City. Right, Wortman at the line with the 1 and 1. First one is on the way. Again, barely moves the net. She is 7 for 8 at the free throw line. 19 points. Free throw on the way. Good. And she is going to come out in favor of Carly Mayers. 8 for 9 at the line for Wortman. And she has 21 points here this evening. 50-35. Pass down low. Tip. Winch has it. Back on the wing. Nielsen. Right of the lane. Top of the key. Webb. 3-pointer there by Amaya off the mark. Fowler's her own shot. Has it back up and bounces around. Can't get it to fall. Thorson clears off the board. Hands it off to Suffolk. Her runner in the lane with a little scoop shot. Rolls off. Can't get it to go. And that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Lisbon ball. 4:08 left to go here in the half number 2. C-Squad girls hoops tonight from the Hack. We'll have 3 more games for you tomorrow. Junior varsity boys, varsity girls, varsity boys, and a whole plethora of games on Saturday. Into the front court, crossover dribble, left hand here near side. Wortman to Erdman. Back to Wortman. Left corner for 3. It's the side of the rim. Rebound, Nielsen for Valley City. Kayla will bring it up the floor, comes across the center logo. Here to the near side, Suffolk. Stop, pop. Mid-range jumper off the hands of Thorson. Loose ball comes all the way up top, picked up by Suffolk. Starting in, pass. Thorson open on the far side, shot off the glass too hard. Rebound back to Nielsen. Nielsen driving in, her right-hander is good. Kaylee Nielsen with the putback. She's got 4.5, 6 for the game. 52-35 Highliners. 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go, second half. Far wing, Mears. Ball tipped there, another steal by Thorson. Hadley coming back the other way, has a 1-on-3. Numbers are not with her, so she'll slow things down. Gets it off to Suffolk. Over to Nielsen from 17. Back iron too hard. Rebound into the hands of Kemple. She'll outlet it for to Wertman. Wertman back the other way. Wertman stops, step back, mid-range jumper. Nope, backside rebound. Webb ties up Mears. Jump ball will keep it with the Broncos. That'll bring Bergman back in the lineup and Reinke in for the Broncos. And Potret's in for Valley City. Nielsen out. And there we go. Inbounds, baseline, sweet near side. Bria brought it in. Grab, shot. Kemple, no. Rebound. Potretz has it. Dakota pass in the front court. Suffolk all the way down. Going in, tried to do the lane, and ball stripped from behind. And so that will send Kinley Suffolk to the free throw line. Second time tonight. She's 0 for 2, 4 points. Free throw on the way. Next one for Kinley Suffolk. 2:47 to go here in the half. Highlanders up 52-35. Free throw on the way. Short. Rebound. Grabbed there by Reinke. And back to the way. Wertman for the Broncos across the timeline. Pass here near side. Ball knocked away and picked up here on the near wing. Top of the key, right hand, hip high dribble, Bergman. Working against Thorson. He's got a half dozen steals here in the game. Up and under. Nice job there by Bergman to go up and under. She's got her first field goal. She's got 3 points. 52-37. 2:20 remaining. Valley City up by 15. Suffolk in the front court. Ball tip. Wertman with the steal. All the way in. Layup. Good. Wertman with 23. 10 here in the second half. Now Suffolk back to the way for the Highliners. 52-39. Leading by Baker's dozen. She comes across the timeline. Kinley all the way down in the lane. The runner off the back iron. Bounces around and drops her through. Kinley Suffolk coast to coast. She's got 6. 54-39 Highlanders. Up top, Wertman on that far side. Dribbling it on the baseline. Cut off by Kinley and cut off too much. Kinley will pick up the foul. I may be off on her numbers. I have 5, but she is walking towards the bench, and I think that is 5. It is. 8th team foul, 5th on Kinley. She finishes with 6 points tonight. A handful of assists. Wertman at the line. Free throw on the way. Good. Highlanders need to get a 5th out there. Oh, it wasn't her 5th. Thought the scorer said 5, but they're saying 4 on Kinley. Wertman's got another free throw coming. It's on the way, off the mark. Rebound, Inwich grabs it, controls for Valley City. So Kinley will bring it up the floor. Wertman now 9 of 11 at the charity stripe. Here's Suffolk. Nice shovel pass underneath. Thorson gives it right back to Kinley. Misfires. Winch there on the putback. No. Another attempt by Ann underneath. No, but she's going to get free throws. So Ann will go to the free throw line and get 2 charity tosses here for Valley City. That is a 10th team foul. And at the line, Winch shooting 2. First one up. Short. Another one to go, Fran. 6 points for Ann tonight. 1:23 to go. Highlanders up by 14. And the left-hander eyes it. Bends and sends number 2. Off the mark. Right there, Hadley Thorson with the putback up and in. 3.5, 6 in the game for Hadley Thorson. 56-40. Valley City on top. 1:15 to go here in the second half. Wertman up top. Dribbles it off her foot. Regains control. Pass far side. Another steal for Thorson. He's got to be close to 7 by now. Pass into the front court. Ball tipped and stolen back by Schwab for Lisbon. Back the other way. Schwab stops right of the lane. Kicks it out to Bergman on the wing. She'll back up a few steps. Inside a minute to go. Spin around. Double team. In the lane. Try to pass down low. Picked up. Loose ball. Kemple for 2. Mara Kemple with 5. 56-42 Highliners. 44 seconds remaining. Potratz across the logo on the front court for Valley City. Crossover dribble. Runner in the lane. Left hand. Back iron. Front rim. Off the mark. Gets her own rebound. Brings it back up top. 30 seconds to go. Here to the near side. Webb. Inside Winch. And turnaround shot off the glass yard. Rebound. She gets it back. And bounce pass on the far side. Kicked off by Thorson. Three-pointer. Potratz rims out. Long rebound here to the near side. And 2 Broncos tie each other up. And then Bergman was tipped away by Webb. 13.8 seconds to go. Highliners pick up the W here tonight in the C Squad game. Carly Mears will check back in the lineup here for Lisbon. And the Broncos back the other way. Final 10 seconds. Workman into the front court. Right-hand dribble. Far side watched by Suffolk. Pass in the lane. Mears back over. Workman. Shot no. Rebound on the floor. And that'll do it. Your final score here in the C Squad matchup. It is Valley City 56 and Lisbon 42. We're back with our postgame here from the Hack. This is Highliner Basketball on the Highliner Activity Network. Back here at the Highliner Activity Center, and our final tonight, the C Squad game goes to the Highliners 56-42. Here's how the scoring went here for Lisbon, led by Riot Wertman. She had 23 today, 5 from Mara Kemple, and 3 points each from Emerson Schwab, Riley Erdman, Bria Sweet, and Brooklyn Bergerman, and 2 points from Aubrey Opp for their total of 42. They had 22 in the first half and 20 in the second half. For Valley City, they were led by Dakota Potratz. She finished with 15, 13 from Maddie Anderson, 6 points from Kaylee Nielsen, 6 points from Hadley Thorson, 6 points from Kinley Suffolk, and 6 points from Ann Winch. And on the other side, 4 points from Cameron Berg for their total of 56, 29 in the first half, 27 in the second half. And they're seeing Hadley Thorson with 6 points. She also had 6 steals. Kinley Suffolk had 6 points and 6 assists. And Winch with 6 points and grabbed 7 rebounds. So the Highliners, another balanced attack here this afternoon and this evening. And they win it by a final 56-42. Again, more basketball coming your way here this week, tomorrow night here at the Hack. Again at 4:15, the Valley City Junior Varsity Boys taking on Grand Forks Red River. At 5:45, the Varsity Girls, and at 7:30, the Varsity Boys against the Rough Riders. Saturday, beginning at 9 a.m., we'll have a full day of basketball, and we've got the junior high triangular. Wahpeton and Jamestown will be in town with the Valley City, 7th and 8th graders, each team getting 3 games, so a total of 6 games on the court here on Saturday. And then at 3:30, it'll be the JV boys against Grand Forks Central, and at 5 o'clock, the Varsity Boys against the Knights here at the Hack. And we'll have all 8 of those games for you right here on the Highliner Activity Network. Final score here, 56-42. And speaking of tomorrow night, don't forget, coming up at halftime of the varsity boys game, the highlights. The Valley City Highlights are going to be performing their high kick routine, which took 7th in the nation at last weekend's national competition in Florida. So if you are want to check that out, come on out to the Hack and watch some great basketball and also see the highlights. The numbers, you got the 7th place finish in the Nationals last weekend, and they will be performing that routine, their high kick routine, at halftime of the boys' game tomorrow evening. That's going to wrap things up here. Highlanders winning at 56-42. And again, I thank Jaden Johnson, our technical director here tonight. As usual, our sponsors, the Dickey Rural Network, Essentia Health, and the Valley City Highlander Booster Club. And, of course, all our great viewers watching on the Highlander Activity Network. Final 56-42, Highlanders with the win. Until tomorrow night, Bob McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from the Hack.